Chair calls the Greenwood Leflore Consolidated School District special call meeting to order. Today is January 21st, 3:00 p.m. Could we please bow our heads for a moment of silent prayer? Amen. Chair would like to get a motion to amend the agenda to include 3.4 as Leflore County High School COVID numbers, 3.5 policy B as in boy, C as in cat, B as in boy, D as in dog. That's policy BCBD. Under consideration of executive session, where it says 5.2, a VOTEC break-in / other school break-ins, and then 5.8, organizational chart. Once again, Chair will entertain a motion to amend the agenda to include 3.4, Leflore County High School COVID numbers, 3.5, policy BCBD, under 5.2, under consideration of executive session, other school break-ins, and 5.8, organizational chart. It has been motioned and second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it. Motion is carried. Can I get a motion to approve the amended agenda? It has been motioned and second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it. Motion is carried. Dr. Brown.
Good afternoon. Approval of E-rate RFP advertisement for wireless expansion and renewal of district internet service. Dr. Cook.
Good afternoon. The Greenwood Leflore Consolidated School District participates in the E-rate program. The district is requesting permission to solicit bids to receive pricing from vendors using the attached E-rate RFP 2022 packet. The equipment listed for bid includes additional wireless hardware, network switches, cables, and wall mount racks to hold the equipment with installation from the vendors that are bidding. Additional coverage and capacity are needed at 5 schools for the optimal performance of technology. According to E-rate Category 2 services for funding year 2022-2023, we are still 85% discount eligible. This means we are only responsible for 15% of the grand total on any bids received. Additionally, attached is the RFP for internet service renewal for the Greenwood Leflore Consolidated School District. The district is requesting bids for a 3-year term. And Mr. Storms is available for additional explanation if needed.
What page, Dr. Brown, does this end on?
Page 4 through 40.
Okay, are there any questions, board members? Go ahead, Ms. Lewis.
Mr. Storm, how can you or can you increase that eligibility percentage?
It goes on students, district, town, all of the qualifications for each town they break down. And most of the state is 85% unless they're private schools or charter schools. But most public for Mississippi is 85%.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Any other questions? Dr. Brown.
The superintendent recommends school board approval to pay the discount E-rate and give permission to the district to solicit bids for E-rate services for the 2022-2023 school year.
Chair will entertain a motion to approve to pay the discount E-rate and give permission to the district to solicit bids for E-rate services for the 22-23 school year. It has been motioned and properly second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Motion is carried. Dr. Brown.
Page 41, approval of job description. The following job description is attached for substitute teacher.
Any question, board members? Dr. Brown.
The superintendent recommends school board approval of the above-mentioned job description for the 2021-2022 school year.
Chair will entertain a motion to approve the above-mentioned job description for 21-22.
Second.
It has been motioned and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Motion is carried. Dr. Brown.
Request for out-of-state travel. The superintendent has been invited to attend professional development and networking at the District Administration Superintendent Summit on February 16th through the 18th in New Orleans, Louisiana. District Administration will pay for the registration, travel expenses up to $400, hotel and meals during the summit in Louisiana. The information is on the attached page.
Any questions, board members? Dr. Brown.
The superintendent recommends school board approval of the out-of-state travel for Dr. Mary Brown to participate in the District Administration Superintendent Summit on February 16th through the 18th of 2022 in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Chair will entertain a motion to approve the out-of-state travel for Dr. Mary Brown to participate in District Administration Superintendent Summit on February 16th through the 18th, 2022 in New Orleans, Louisiana. It's been motioned and second. All in favor? Any opposed? Ayes have it. Motion is carried. Ms. Flowers, could you please let the record show that I'm recusing myself?
3.4.
We oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dr. Brown.
Approval to implement the virtual instruction due to a COVID-19 outbreak at Leflore County High School. As of today, I received information that by definition, Leflore County High School does have a COVID-19 outbreak. So out of an abundance of caution, there may be need to close campuses and implement virtual instruction due to the increasing COVID-19 outbreaks, staff shortages due to COVID-19, and other COVID-19 emergency-related issues. Any of these instances could threaten the safety, health, or welfare of students or staff members. The superintendent is recommending that Leflore County High School implement virtual instruction for a 5-day period due to a COVID-19 outbreak. Students will report back to the school on Thursday, January 27th of 2022.
Dr. Brown, are all our COVID numbers updated on the website?
Yes, ma'am. Ms. Ray updates them daily. The numbers that I have for Leflore County regarding this is kind of lengthy. We had currently have 9 students who were positive, who had tested positive for COVID, and they're in quarantine for this week. Out of those 9 students, 3 have the same class schedules as for 6 of the 7 classes. Those students were placed in quarantine. Within the last 2 weeks, Leflore County High School has 16 total students with positive test results in quarantine. Of those 16, we now have 5 reported today that have been in attendance of 3 of the 7 classes together. And 3 of those students are in the same class, or were in the same class. So, according to the school, they currently have 38 students and teachers and staff out either due to COVID-19 or with close contact, but they have had 3 students who tested positive for COVID who were in the same class and who had been in classes together with other students.
Any questions, board members?
And that total enrollment, Dr. Brown, over there?
Leflore, have a small enrollment.
You can get to me. How many teachers did you say?
As of today, numbers for January 17th through the 21st, 9 positive students, 1 positive staff, 33 quarantine students, 1 quarantine staff. In addition to that, the 3 students who tested positive were in classes together with other students.
Okay.
All right, Dr. Brown.
The superintendent recommends that the school board approve to allow Leflore County High School to implement virtual instruction for a 5-day period due to COVID-19 outbreak. Students will report back to the physical school building on Thursday, January 27, 2022. Enrollment at Leflore County High School is 332 students.
So, Dr. Brown, those students that, and staff member that was positive, they go under our 10-day rule, correct? We just passed the policy the last time we were here about, the COVID numbers, being in isolation or being in quarantine. The people who are positive, they have to stay out 10 days, correct?
Well, the Mississippi Department of Health updated their K-12 guidance on Wednesday of this week, which we adopted that in the new one is 5 days for isolation and 5 days for quarantine. That's the new that was passed on Wednesday.
So you're not saying a total number, you're just saying 5.
5 days of isolation. If they test positive, regardless of their vaccination status, they isolate for 5 days. For the quarantine, if they're unvaccinated, they quarantine for 5 days. And if they are vaccinated, they're not required to quarantine. And that's the new, and I will forward y'all that guidance.
I guess I'm still a little confused, because I'm asking you about the 10 days, so I'm saying the 10 days don't apply, right?
Right.
Just 5 days, okay. All right, Dr. Brown. You already said it. Chair will entertain a motion to approve to allow the Leflore County High School to implement virtual instruction for 5 days due to COVID-19 outbreak. Students will report back to the physical school building on Thursday, January 27, 2022.
Second.
It has been motioned and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Motion is carried. Board members, if you could look at 3.5 policy BCBD that I handed out when you first got in. And Attorney Pulley, I want you to look at this policy and give us the first read on, in our work session, to include the language of notifying the board, specifically the board president, of any potential conflict while we're developing our agenda to prevent conflict or conflict of interest or any violations dealing with personnel and purchasing. Want to make sure that we're in compliance when it comes to personnel and purchasing. So we just want to add that to our policy BCBD to make sure there's no conflict of interest with board members. So if you can give us a first read on, do y'all remember what day is our work session? It's on the 26th. Okay, thank you so much. That was just informational item. So now, Ms. Flowers, could you please let the record show that I am recusing myself?
Dr. Brown, will you please move forward toward personnel recommendations?
Okay. Personnel recommendations. Attached is a list of district personnel which requires school board approval.
Questions, board members? Dr. Brown?
The superintendent recommends school board approval of the 2021-2022 personnel list on the attached sheet.
The vice president will entertain the motion for the approval of the 2021-2022 personnel list on the attached sheets. Second. It's been motioned and seconded. All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it, motion carries. Mrs. Milton?
Chair will entertain a motion to close this session for consideration of executive session.
So moved.
It's been motioned and properly second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it, motion carried. Board members, let's go back to the spot designated for executive session, and then Attorney Puller will come back out and render. Make sure, board members, that you bring your things that we need out of your folder.
board has voted to go into executive session for the following reasons. 5.1, PERS, Ms. Karen Hunn. 5.2, VOTEC break-in and other school break-ins. 5.3, student discipline. 5.4, attorney. 5.5, superintendent evaluation. 5.6, employee contracts / salaries. 5.7, possible interview dates with MSBA. And 5.8, organizational chart.